YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Kiki Wane and I'm back with another makeup tutorial. Today's look is inspired by a pin that I found on Pinterest. I'm trying to get more into festive or fun makeup looks, creative makeup looks, and what better way to do that than to recreate a look that I found online. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show you guys all the details and we're going to get into exactly how I achieved this butterfly eye makeup. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off by priming my face, and the primer that I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of primer all over my face just to make sure that my makeup stays on throughout the day and it doesn't move around. So this is the look that I'm going to be recreating today, and again, this is a pin that I found on Pinterest. So wish me luck, and we're going to get right into it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and use the CoverGirl Lid Lockup, and I'm just going to use this. This is a primer for eyeshadow, just to set the eyeshadow in place, and again to make sure everything stays and it doesn't crease. Alright, so now I'm going to conceal my eyes with the Milani concealer. I'm not exactly sure the color that this is in, but if I figure out, I'll go ahead and drop it down below. But I'm going to make sure to conceal my eyes just so I have a nice canvas for when I get ready to apply the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go in and set everything with the Fit Me Loose finishing powder in the color medium, and I'm just going to apply some of this just to set everything in place. So for this look, I'm going to be using a couple different eyeshadow palettes, but the first one we're going to start with is the Morphe James Charles palette. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the color Single, and it's like a darker purpley tone. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying that to the outer corner of my eye. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Brother, and I'm going to apply that to the middle part of my eye, right next to that purple color. And I'm going to make sure to blend these colors into each other. For blending, I do pick up a brush that's clean, that doesn't have product on it, and I just go in between the two colors to make sure everything blends well. So now I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions palette, and I'm just going to use the lightest blue in that palette, and it kind of has a green undertone to it. So I'm going to apply that to the very front of my eye. And again, we want to make sure we blend everything in well, so I'm going to go ahead and take that clean brush and blend everything out. Alrighty, so now we're going to hop back over to the Morphe palette, and the color that I'm using is You're Kidding, and it's basically just a very vibrant red color. And I'm going to start with that color in the outer corners of my eye. So now we're going to go in with the shade 518, which is basically just an orange color, and we're going to apply that right next to the red, which was You're Kidding, and we're going to make sure we blend those colors into each other very well. We don't want to see any lines where the colors end and where they start. So now we're going to go in with the shade B, and this color is basically just a yellow, a very vibrant yellow, and that's going to go into the very front parts of our eye in the corner, and we're going to apply that. And again, please make sure you blend. That is the most important part of this look. Blend, blend, blend. Now's the fun part. We're going to draw our butterfly, and in order to draw the butterfly, I'm going to go in with my Suva Beauty Hydra Liner. This liner is basically water activated, so I put a little bit of water in the lid, and then once I put the water in the lid, I just dip the brush, which is a very fine tip brush, which makes it easy to draw with. Dip it in the water, and then from there I can paint on whatever I want to paint on with that brush. So since I'm following the Pinterest photo that I found, I'm using that as my guide. I'm just looking at the photo and following the same exact design. So I'm just drawing a nice little butterfly wing, and again, I will keep filling it in till I get the desired thickness. You guys can do this part however you'd like to do it. It's completely up to you, but I am recreating this look, so I will be following the pin. So for this part, I'm not going to do too much talking. I'm just going to let you guys watch me draw this out, because it's kind of just one of those things you just have to see. But I do want to take the time to remind you guys to please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can stay updated when I upload new videos, and also go ahead and give me a thumbs up. So now I'm going to take a small angled brush, and I just applied a little bit of water, or if you have like a makeup remover, you can apply that, and you're going to clean up around those edges. So all the eyeshadow that is outside of the butterfly wing, you're just going to clean that up. So now we're going to go in with a white eyeliner. This is a Ruby Kiss eyeliner. I think I just got this from the hair supply store, but it's perfect because it has a fine tip on it, and I'm going to use this to apply my little dots around my butterfly wing. So this part was super easy. This eye look is not hard at all. It just has a lot of detail in it. But now we're just going to go ahead and hop over to the other eye. And just another tip, if you mess up, because right here I added a dot but I didn't like how it looked, I waited for it to dry and then I went back over it with my black eyeliner and just covered it up. Once that part dried, I just went back over it and applied the dots again. Alright, so I did the rest of that eye off camera because it was kind of self-explanatory. But now we're going to go in with our Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. And I'm going to go in with the colors Natural Tan and Amber. And then I'm also going to mix a little bit of my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion just to make sure I have a nice dewy finish. I just want to add, I will not be using this foundation again because it really broke me out and my skin did not like it at all. And at this moment, my face was burning from this foundation, but I was already halfway through and I didn't want to stop, so I stuck it out. But I will not be using this again. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with that same angle brush and I'm going to clean up a bit more around the butterfly wing, but this time I'm going to go in with the foundation just to make sure that it's even more detailed and there's no residue from the eyeshadow showing. Now we're gonna go in with our Conceal and Perfect Milani Longwear Concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that in all the spots that I use for highlights. So now we're going to go in and add our contour, and I'm just going to be using the Fit Me Foundation Shine Free Balance Stick in the color Coconut. And I'm just going to apply that in all the spots that I want my contour to be. I always use this stick when I want a light contour because the stick is a little bit darker than me, but it's not too much darker. So it just gives me a real subtle contour. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. cream blush and I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to grab a damp beauty blender and I'm just going to start blending everything out, and I'm going to start off with the concealer. The reason why I like to start with the concealer is because if you start with a contour, you'll get those darker colors on your beauty blender, and you don't want to end up blending the darker colors into your lighter colors because then it's going to mess up your whole like highlight. So the contour I will blend with the same beauty blender, but I'll do that after I blend all of my highlight. Okay, so when it comes to my nose, I like to put in a little bit more work. So I'm going to take a small little brush and I'm going to go in and make sure I blend out that contour real well, and also make sure I blend out my highlight. So after I blend out my contour, I do go back in with a little bit more concealer because I just want to make sure that that contour is very in depth or in detail on my nose. So I'm going to add a little bit more of concealer just to highlight underneath that contour. Now I'm going in with my Fit Me finishing powder in the color medium. I'm going to go in and apply that in all the spots where I added highlight just to set everything in place. So while we let that bake for a bit, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in the color medium, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that to all of my contour spots on my face. So when I'm adding the contour to my nose, I'm going to make sure to blend that contour powder up into my eyebrows or up into the lid of my eyes just to make sure everything blends nicely. Now we're going to go in and gently remove our setting powder with a clean brush. So I do like to go in with the other side of my damp beauty blender and just blend everything together just to make sure everything blends nicely, that there's no lines, and everything just flows together. So now I'm going to grab my Thrive Liquid Lash Extension Mascara and I'm just going to apply some of this to my eyelashes. So now I'm going to go in with a white eyeliner pencil in my waterline just to bring out my eyes a little more and to also make the colors pop some more because we are going to add more eyeshadow underneath. So now I'm taking those same exact colors that I used to create my eye look and I'm applying that right underneath my eye. So not in my waterline because I don't want to cover up the white liner, just right underneath my eye. And you're going to make sure you apply the colors in the same order that you apply them on your eyelid. Now I'm just applying mascara to the bottom lashes just to bring them out some more. And now we're just going to add a little bit of highlight into the inner corners of the eye just to make everything pop and bring everything together. So I'm going in with the color Hello from the Morphe James Charles palette and I'm adding that to the corner of the blue eye. And then for the yellow part, I'm using a gold shimmer eyeshadow, and this is from my Cruelty Free palette by Tarte. So now we're going to go in with our K-Voss blush palette, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of blush on the apples of my cheeks. All right, now we're going to go in with my favorite highlighter ever. It's Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty. I'm going to tell y'all with this highlight, a little goes a long way, so don't go too crazy. But we're just going to add a little bit of highlight to our cheeks. I'm going to also add some to my nose and to the bridge of my nose. And then I'm also going to add some to my Cupid's bow on my lip. So I'm going for a real nice, shiny, dewy look. So I'm going to take my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray and I'm just going to set my face. So now I'm going to take some small individual lashes that I have by Ardell and I'm going to add them to the bottom lash. And that just brings this look together even more. And then we're just going to apply about 3 to each eye. The glue that I use to apply the lashes is the Duo Strip Lash Glue, and I got this from Sally's, and you can really just use any strip lash glue that you like. This is just the one that I decided to use. And then I'm also going to use that same glue to apply my eyelashes. So for my eyelashes, since I did such a dramatic eye look, I didn't want my eyelashes to be too dramatic because I didn't want it to take away from the eyeshadow. So I just did a real natural looking strip lash. Alright, so now we can go ahead and work on these lips. I'm going to use a lip pencil that I have. It's a two-way pencil. So one side has a lip liner and the other side has a lipstick, and they ombre into each other. So the lip liner is a little darker than the lipstick, and it's in a pinkish red tone. I'm not sure exactly what the color is called, but kind of gives like a little bit of red and a little bit of pink undertones. Alright y'all, that is pretty much it for this look. This is the finished product. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this was inspired by a pen that I found on Pinterest, and I really had a lot of fun creating this look. I'm going to try to do more videos with fun makeup looks more often. And if anyone is interested in this hairstyle, there is a video that I did a tutorial on, and I will go ahead and put that link up above, and it will be in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can stay updated for when I upload more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yep, that's a wrap. We're done.